Boy, what's going on, folks? BouseFeenux here, and I hope you brought your pitchforks and torches because we got a new character to hate this week. Last week, it was Shigoki. The week before that, it was Peacekeeper, and now everyone hates Warden. But really, though, I mean, how did this not surface sooner? Oh, right, that's because pretty much everybody plays this character. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you went into a match that didn't have at least 2 or 3 Wardens in the game? I mean, it's pretty seldom, right? Anyway, to put things into perspective and jump straight into the juicy drama, pro tournament player True Talent released a stream highlight from Twitch to his YouTube channel, and the clip has been making the rounds on pretty much every For Honor community message board in existence. I've got a little snippet here we can watch together, but while that's going, I'll go ahead and explain what's happening. First, the big problem is that his opponent is constantly spamming and canceling the shoulder bash move. Now, canceling the shoulder bash itself is whatever. It's not like it gets you a free hit and every time it's canceled or some other kind of craziness. The issue here is that while the Warden is doing this, you can't really punish him. You go for a guard break, he's gonna let the shoulder bash fly and you get swept into a vortex. Go for a light or heavy attack to punish him, he cancels the bash and he parries you. Roll away to reset the fight, well, now you're just back in neutral and the cycle repeats itself. In all, there isn't much you can do here unless you're running the same tactics and, well, playing Warden yourself. But not everyone wants to play Warden because right now, if you're good with him, it's pretty much an easy win. I mean, honestly, I'm not really sure why people are just now getting so upset about this. Warden's shoulder bash shenanigans are really nothing new, so why all the hubbub just now? Well, that is pretty much anyone's guess. I will say this though. Going up against a professional Turtle Warden for me personally, and apparently True Talent as well, is pretty much a death sentence. They've got it all. They've got the lightning fast top light and zone attack, unblockable mix-up that's pretty much infinitely repeatable, and this guy in the footage, he was even using bug exploits to boot. I'll link the video down below so you can see the whole thing, but eventually he even starts using guard break feints, soft feints, and flicker zone attacks. Now, I want to make it very clear here that I'm not bashing this Warden player personally. He's just playing to win. He's using everything his character offers to great effect. The problem lies in the core game mechanics, and honestly, by this point, this isn't a secret really to anyone. It's well known that the game is broken in a lot of aspects. So how can they fix it? Or more specifically, how do they fix this character? Well, before I go any further, you should know that a change for Warden is on the way, and what that looks like exactly, we don't currently know, so let's speculate. Now, I said this in a previous video, but I'll say it again for posterity. The first thing they should do is probably take away that cancel. Every other character that has a bash, shove, headbutt, kick, or whatever has to commit to it. Nobushi can't cancel her kick, Valk can't cancel her spear sweep or shield tackle, Warlord can't cancel his headbutt, and so on. So why is Warden the only one able to do this? Now, let's say that taking away the cancel is too much, okay? That's somewhat fair to say, but they should at least increase the amount of stamina it takes to do the cancel. It should cost about as much as a heavy feint does, if not more. I mean, look at this. The guy is spamming that cancel and it barely does anything to his stamina bar. It's absolutely insane. Moving on though, I'm not gonna be surprised if I get a ton of salt from Warden players saying to get good or whatever, but the 30% of us that don't play Warden are getting really tired of this shit. I mean, the overabundance of people playing this class is pretty much the reason I avoid 1v1s. Every fight against this character is pretty much RNG. You've got to guess just about everything he does, and like I said before, sure, you can roll away, but all that does is put you back to neutral. There's no reliable punish, save for if you get lucky and land a light attack to stop the shoulder bash without getting parried, but a mechanically good player is hardly ever going to put themselves in that position. Again though, I want to say that I'm not attacking this particular player directly. This is an issue with the core gameplay mechanics and the exploitability of certain characters. The only problem, as with any online game, is that if it wins, people are going to use it. Also, notice I didn't mention that the shoulder bash should be taken away entirely. As I've said many times, nerfs are not always the answer. Giving other characters the tools to deal with this is a much better solution. If you nerf everything into the ground, the game becomes extremely boring and one-dimensional. You do that and you end up with characters like Raider, Kensei, Berserker, and so on that pretty much have to rely on feinting or using fundamental gameplay mechanics to even get anything done, but that's a whole other discussion we might save for another video. As always though, I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say about all this nonsense down in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you hated it, and get subscribed so that you never miss any new content. Until next time though, I'm BouseFeenux, I'll see you at the next one, and as always, thank you so much for watching.